The COVID pandemic was a game changer for schools, universities, and the entire education sector. Within a matter of days, teachers, students, and faculty members worldwide switched to distance teaching and learning. The challenges were enormous, but so was the creativity in testing and applying new technologies.
As part of the European Live in Innovation project, we launched a series of webinars just a few weeks after the first lockdowns to share the diverse experiences, raise awareness of innovative teaching concepts, and to encourage teachers to do more than just teach via online platforms. And we discovered some truly innovative applications of virtual, augmented, and extended reality, which have great potential for the future.
Virtual reality, or VR, has become widespread in the gaming industry. Its applications are diverse and impressive. The global market is currently estimated at around 12 billion euros, with projected annual growth rates of about 30%. The prices of consumer VR glasses range from 400 to 1,500 euros and allow users to enter a fully virtual, interactive world with a 360-degree panoramic view and 3D effects, offering an enhanced gaming experience with a variety of virtual accessories, improved user engagement, and immersive involvement.
In contrast, augmented reality, or AR, integrates visual content into real-world environments. This is achieved by using glasses that allow the user to see the real world and simultaneously display additional information or objects which seem to stand or hover on a certain spot. These glasses are more expensive. Therefore, most applications are used in industry, especially in health, automotive, aerospace, and defense sectors.
Extended reality, or XR, includes both virtual reality and augmented reality. This video is about how XR can be used in future distant teaching and learning, with its multitude of advantages. The visual quality and immersive experience of XR is much better than video conferencing platforms. Interactions with others are more natural, and movies are more impressive. XR allows real environments to be enriched with additional information. For example, when visiting a construction site, construction drawings can be overlaid on the real world. And virtual support staff can even be called in. Physical laws do not apply in XR. Therefore, sizes, distances, angles can be changed easily, and objects can be enlarged and reduced, brought in, rotated, or flown freely. Critical situations can be simulated in XR, giving students the chance to practice emotionally stressful situations without danger. With XR, learning experiences can be strategically designed, and data on learning success can quickly be generated. This allows effective learning programs to be created and implemented on a large scale. Gamification can create more playful, flexible, and motivating learning environments, for example, by using role plays in negotiation or leadership training. These can be recorded and analyzed and provide students with a full range of perspectives on a whole system.
Since remote working will be the new normal in many cases even after the COVID pandemic ends, we decided to take a closer look at applications of XR in teaching and training. In architecture and construction, students, architects, property developers, and future users can use XR to see new buildings that are only available as drafts. This allows them to better meet user needs and ensure effective planning. In the health sector, surgeries can be practiced in virtual reality. Specialists can be consulted virtually, and MRI scan data can be viewed in 3D. Fire brigades and emergency response staff can use XR to prepare for emergency situations and practice working under stress.
By comparison, XR in management training and teaching is in its early stages. XR meeting rooms enable teams from all over the world to work together efficiently, while saving time, costs, and CO2 emissions. Compared to conventional platforms, XR offers better opportunities for informal communication, as participants can stand together in groups as they would do in real life. XR escape rooms are used in the field of human resources and team development. By solving complex tasks and challenges together, group cohesion is fostered in a playful way. Negotiations can be practiced in XR with real people or even with so-called agents, which are virtual characters controlled by artificial intelligence. And presentations can be practiced in front of a virtual audience, helping speakers to improve their performance. XR also provides new possibilities for the visualization of business data. Established forms of representations are based on two-dimensional images, be it project plans, accounting, or pie and bar charts. A lot of creativity is required in order to exploit the great potential of XR in data analysis.
The market for XR in teaching and training is highly innovative, diverse, and very dynamic. For many companies, universities, and educational institutions, this is a problem. They need to invest not just financial resources in order to obtain the new technologies, but also time in order to develop new teaching concepts and materials. But many of these organizations do not yet recognize the additional benefits, and they prefer to wait to see how the market unfolds. What is needed is a virtual one-stop shop that documents the benefits of XR in teaching and training, acting as a reference platform for the various applications. It should take stock of already existing solutions, develop innovative applications from early prototypes to market-ready products, and support their dissemination. In doing so, open access to content, tools and solutions should be granted, and principles of responsible innovation need to be considered. For example, there are legitimate concerns that XR could make it harder to distinguish reality from fiction, that tech addiction and antisocial behavior could increase, and that unequal access could lead to a digitally divided world.
We see XR not only as a topic of responsible innovation, but also for sustainable innovation. Because through XR, sustainable living could be experienced through all the senses and in all its dimensions. But why do we need this? Sustainability issues are discussed in many countries today in terms of innovation on the one hand and behavioral change on the other. There are optimists who believe that our habits, consumption patterns and practices can be maintained and even transferred directly to 10 billion people if only we come up with the necessary innovations. Politicians especially like to see things this way, because it means they don't have to ask people to change their behavior. On the other hand, there are many voices, and very justified ones, that argue that we cannot remain within the planetary boundaries and preserve the conditions of life for future generations through innovations alone. In order to keep climate change within limits, they demand rapid changes in our nutrition, housing, mobility and consumption. For many people, however, these demands are perceived as restrictions and threats. Therefore, they do not perceive sustainability as a benefit, but as a loss of wealth, habits and status symbols.
Imagine you would experience life in a sustainable Europe 2050 using all your senses in a virtual environment. Young people could build and develop this world together, similar to an online multiplayer game. This would pose interesting questions such as: is it possible from a technical scientific perspective? Do we want it from a social political perspective? And how can it be financed from an economic perspective? The development of this virtual world would require different disciplines to cooperate, thus leading to new insights, but also to a multitude of new questions. Young people could work together with scientists, experts from industry, and representatives from civil society.
Together they would create a vision for Europe, reaching out and engaging young people from different countries to experience the benefits of sustainable living. We think this would be an incredibly valuable mission for Horizon Europe, because sustainable living on this planet is vital.